Supporters of President Donald Trump lashed out at Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett on Wednesday after her and Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts sided with the three liberal justices on the bench to stop Donald Trump's withholding of billions of dollars worth of foreign aid. The Trump administration had thought to renege on about $2 billion in payments owed under existing U.S. aid contracts. Now that is for work that has already been done, okay, and approved by Congress. Obviously, they approved the funding, and then they actually went out and they did the work. Now they're expecting the money, and Trump's like, "You're not going to get the money. You're not going to get it. I'm going to keep the money. I'm going to keep it." Oh, great, great. Do these people not understand how contracts work? Aren't these the same kind of people that would scream at college kids that have student loan debt? Pay your bills. You can't. You got to pay what you owe. You take out that loan or you sign that contract, and you got to pay it. Now these same people are like, contract? What? No, don't care about the contract. Don't care. Don't care. Of course. It's kind of ironic too, because Donald Trump is infamous for not paying his bills. So I mean, this holding this money up. It's pretty on brand. Okay, pretty on brand for Donald Trump. So now the Supreme Court in a 5-4 decision ruled that Trump has to comply with a lower court order from District Judge Amir Ali and release that money. Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, Neil Gorsuch, and Brett Kavanaugh were the four who dissented on Wednesday. In fact, Alito raged at the lower court, saying, "Does a single district court judge, who likely lacks jurisdiction, have the unchecked power to compel the government of the United States to pay out and probably lose forever $2 billion taxpayer dollars?" The answer to that question should be an emphatic no, but a majority of this court apparently thinks otherwise. I am stunned. I want to talk about jurisdiction, right? You want to talk about jurisdiction, separation of powers. The Trump administration has been ignoring separation of powers and just unilaterally doing things without prior authorization from Congress. Again, this is money that Congress had appropriated towards an agency that was created under the purview of Congress. Of course, right? Now, the other thing is funny. Losing the money forever. Okay, that's what he said. Oh, that $2 billion, it is lost forever. What are you talking about? That, first of all, again, that's money that's already, been appropriated. Okay, and the work was already done. So these contractors are owed that money. And that money also generated economic activity, at the very least, in the form of the paychecks for the workers, for the staff, who then spend that money on on businesses which support jobs. That money does not just disappear. In fact, the only time that money really seems to disappear is when it gets locked up on some rich guy's vault. Okay, some asshole's savings account. Billionaires do not spend money because they don't need to. They don't need to spend all that money. They can't spend all that money in one lifetime. So it just sits there. It sits there out of circulation. The guy is a judge and does not understand the velocity of money, which seems like a pretty basic principle to me. So I don't quite understand, how that works. But okay, anyway, the Supreme Court did not say when the funds must be released, with the original February 26th deadline now passed, and instead instructed all to clarify what obligations the government must fulfill to ensure compliance with the temporary restraining order, with due regard for the feasibility of any compliance timelines. Judge Ali's temporary restraining order currently lasts through March 10th. Now, that, of course, has caused a bit of a MAGA meltdown. Right-wing influencer Paul A. Cispulna labeled Coney Barrett disgraceful and added that she is, quote, a bad SCOTUS nominee. Bit late on that one. Charlie Kirk then chimed in saying, looking that way. Eric Daugherty called Barrett a quote-unquote big problem. And then Mike Cernovich and Jack Posobiec went further, calling Barrett a DEI hire. She is evil, chosen solely because she checked identity politics boxes. Cernovich wrote, another DEI hire. It always ends badly. Wait, oh, hold on. This really does tell you, you know, it's I don't know if it's a mask off moment because the mask's been off for a while, but in case you didn't notice it, they do believe that any woman in any position of power is nothing more than a DEI hire. Okay, that's what they think about women in the workforce. Now, look, I disagree with Amy Coney Barrett on a ton of things. All right, she is a deeply conservative. She's made a lot of decisions that I think were absolutely abhorrent, that were terrible. Her decision on Roe, for example. Her decisions against environmental regulations, voting in favor of so-called religious freedom, which really isn't religious freedom, it's just freedom for Christianity to rule all over us, right? And so, that said, when it comes to qualifications, the American Bar Association did say that she was well qualified for the Supreme Court role, which is its highest rating. So I guess when it comes to her qualifications to actually sit on the bench, she's pretty qualified. All right, well, there you go. Now, the American Bar Association does confine its evaluation to the qualities of integrity, professional competence, and judicial temperament. So I disagree with her on her rulings, but I can't say that this person is 100% unqualified, okay? Whereas you've got MAGA that is saying, oh, no, she's absolutely unqualified. She's a DEI hire. The only reason they hired her is because she's a woman. Wow. And they're also saying, by the way, hey, woman, you have forgotten your place. You know what your place is? To serve Donald Trump. That's it. Donald Trump gave you that job. You know, he selected you, okay? And so how dare you go up against him? How dare you? That's not how it's supposed to work. And by the way, you know, look, she has given the conservative movement a lot of wins already. Okay, but it doesn't matter to them. If you step out of line, even once with these people, they're going to come for you. Because they always do. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you become a member on our YouTube page, you become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.